This is section 12.3, part 2. All right, so let's go to our next example. We're asked to calculate the sum, the infinite sum. This one uses I equals 1 to infinity of 3/5 to the I. So if I put in 1, I get 3/5, plus put in 2, I'll get 9/25. Put in 3, I'm going to get 27 over 125, etc. You may notice that this is geometric. A sub 1 is 3/5, and R is 3/5. Since the absolute value of this R in this problem is less than 1, the series converges. And because it's geometric, we know what it converges to. It converges to S, which is the first term, 3/5, divided by 1 minus the R, which is 3/5, which simplifies to be 3/2. Okay, now this is used in the business world to find the future value of an annuity. They're going to give us this formula, not a formula I expect you to memorize, so if you have any problems involving annuities, you can certainly look up this formula. I will not ask you to memorize it. So, the amount of money, the future value of an annuity is called S, that's the future value. R is the payment at the end of each period. An annuity is something you pay into like monthly. If you get a monthly check, you'll put maybe $100 in a month toward this annuity. So R is the amount you're paying at the end of each pay period. I is the interest rate. So let me finish writing the formula here. R times 1 plus I, where I is the interest rate, to the nth minus 1. And by the way, the interest rate will be in decimal form. So like if it's 2%, that's 0.02. If it's 7%, it's 0.07, just to make sure you know. And then that's divided by I, the interest rate. Okay. N is the number of periods. So if you do this monthly for 48 months, N would be N. That would be the value, the future value after the 48 months have passed, let's say. Okay, so here's an example of that. To save money for a trip, a woman deposited $1,000 at the end of each year for 4 years. So the amount she's depositing is always $1,000. Okay. And she's going to do that for 4 years. So that means that she's going to make that deposit 4 times because she does it yearly. So N is 4. And it's in an account that pays 3% interest compounded annually. So that means that I is 0.03 for 3%. We're asked to find the future value of this annuity. So using that formula, S will be 1,000, the R value, times, parenthesis, 1 plus 0.03 raised to the 4th minus 1 divided by 0.03. Carefully type that into your calculator. And whatever answer you get, round to the nearest cent, that is, to the nearest hundredth of a dollar. And so the future value of that annuity ends up being about $4,183.63. Okay, so obviously she deposited $1,000 4 times, so her amount she put in was $4,000, which means her earnings, because of the annuity, her earnings over that period of time is $183.63. So that's of interest. Bad pun, sorry. That's of interest to me. So hopefully that interests you as well. If you're trying to save for a vacation or something, you now know how to interpret how long or how much money you'll have if you make a regular investment like that. All right, so that's the end of this section. I'll see you in class.